Today's the 3rd of November and we're expecting our first frost tonight. We've got a frost advisory and it's supposed to be, they're saying about 34 degrees tonight, so there's a chance it may frost. We've got a winter garden out right now which has some onions and kale and lettuce, cilantro, winter squash, and carrots. And we want to, hey kitty, we want to keep all this stuff protected from the frost and try to keep it all winter long. Already I've got put up these little plastic hoops. There's 6 of them. I've got 2 rows here, 2 20-foot rows. I've got 6 hoops. I ordered 2 of them, so I've got 12 total. I'm going to put 6 in each row. I've already got them out. You can see them here. But I have this floating row cover, this material here, and that's going to be our frost protection. We'll just clip it to those hoops, and whenever it frosts and it's cold, we can leave it down. And if it gets warm some days, I guess we'll roll it up and just kind of have it clipped at the top. This stuff is, so the row cover is from Ag Fabric. I found it on Amazon. I've ordered a 10-foot by 25-foot roll, and I cut it in half, so it's actually 25 foot by 5 foot. That way it'll do, should be both of our rows. And I ordered the 1.2 ounce fabric, so it should be good for colder weather like now. You'd want a lighter ounce if it was for like shade or bugs. But I'm going to work on putting this fabric over the hoops and clipping it down. Then I'll have to install the second hoops on the second row. So there's what one row finish looks like. I could have went a little more this way. I had a lot of leftover material on the back side, so I could have evened it out and kind of had it come out here. But I've got a couple rocks holding down the front and a couple rocks holding down the back. I've got 3 clips on each loop, and I think it's going to turn out pretty good. It kind of flops around in the middle some, but that should be fine. These are the little clips I'm using. They're just a bulk pack of about 30 or 40, I think, of these little plastic clips that clips on the hoops. This box is 6 more hoops for that second row. So Beverly's gonna have to do that tonight before it frosts, because I've got to go to work and go to my evening job. But I think that's gonna work out all right. Everything looks pretty well covered. The edges, some of the wind blows it up, but I think it'll be fine. If we have to, we can lay down something on the edges, but I don't think it'll matter. It should keep them warm and frost free. So at the beginning of this video, I showed y'all me putting these row covers up, and I actually had to stop and leave and go to UPS. This is like 2 months past that time, by the way. And that end of that day, Beverly came back and finished this up for me, and we've been using these pretty religiously. I mean, they've been working good for us. Last night we actually let the frost get the plants, but I don't think it hurt anything. Some of the lettuce is looking a little frostbitten or whatever, but tonight it's supposed to frost again, so I'm going to cover them up. And it's worked pretty well, except for the day or the night we put them out. The dogs, we let them out and they jumped on them, so they ripped them up some. But there's enough excess material that we've kind of patched it up. But I'll show y'all what we have to do to cover our plants up for tonight's frost. We've got these little clips and they just slide. Like here's a clip. They slide on these posts. So we'll slide them over. Just keep walking all the way down and slide more over. You can see there's a hole there from the dogs, from that creature and Minnie over there. I wish I would have gotten some taller ones and wider ones, but I thought these were going to be good enough, and they're a little small. The next time I would actually buy bigger ones. So once you get them all over, then you can actually start pulling them over all the way. And I've got a rock here to hold down the plant, or my cover. That one's pretty well how I want it. I'll put that rock right here. Then on these, I need to put my plants under it a little better. So these kind of pooch out more than our row is. So I just kind of move them over, move the cover over a little bit for them. And you can take these clips off and pull some more material out if you need to. This is when it's tricky, when there's a huge thing of plants and you got to get it over it. Plus I'm doing this one-handed. Kind of makes it hard. That should be good enough for them. Wind will kind of flop it over. I'd like to do it better. The dogs didn't mess all this up and put holes everywhere, it'd be a little bit easier to get material how we wanted it. Would have a little more excess. I think that'll work. Push my hoe over a little bit more and it should get my clip out farther. Yeah, it's going to be better. There we go. Those are all covered. And this is pretty well covered. After tonight, the rest of the week should be warm enough I don't even need this stuff. We can leave our plants open. So there's a big hole from the dogs. Happy with how everything's doing this winter though. This is the first time we've ever had a winter garden. Sure some of our neighbors think we're crazy doing this. I think they know we're crazy anyways for doing all the wood chips, and we've got this tarp over everything right now. So they ain't never seen that stuff before. I believe that row is finished, and it lays on the, I mean it touches the plants, and I don't think it really matters. It doesn't really hurt them. This right here is my favorite winter plant, kale. I've already came out here once and eaten a leaf. Some carrots. Hopefully those will be ready to go come springtime. We can, I guess we won't pick them until next fall maybe. I'm not real sure. We've never had good look out of carrots. If we had more than 2 rows, it would be definitely a pain. Cause that'd be a lot of kind of work to come out here and do this all the time. But just 2 rows, it ain't bad. Falling there. The dogs actually didn't hurt this cover on this side, this second bed. Just this first one they jumped on. It's also hard to not clip your plants with these clips. You want to kind of get them out of the way before you clip on the pole. And this hole right here, that was me. There was some ice we had happen, and these covers had already iced over, and I came out here and covered up the plants before the night. And when I did that, the covers was kind of frozen together, and the ice ripped that one spot. There we go. And that little patch ain't gonna hurt nothing, I won't think. Hopefully not. So there's both of our garden rows covered. It's been working pretty well. I'm happy with it. I just wish the dogs didn't mess it up. It's kind of what they're good for. But they're good other than that. We like them. We've got that covered up for springtime planting. The next thing we'll do with all this is uncover it and then put the wood chips down. We've got our new blueberries there. I think they're doing good. I haven't really checked on them since we planted them much. Just hopefully they're not getting covered up with this tarp. No, they look fine. At least that one does. Try not to step on this tarp because it will poke holes through it. There's that one. Those two look good. There's our new blueberries. Let's see what this has done this winter. So that's what it looks like after, it's probably been a couple months at least. That looks pretty good. Before we put our wood chips down, we will I can't even think of the name of it. Hey buddy. Broad fork. So before we put our wood chips down on under our tarp, we're going to broad fork. That will aerate the ground some and loosen up the soil. Should be really soft now with that tarp over it, but we're going to do that come here soon, really, this winter. It's still fall right now, late fall. It's almost Christmas. Christmas is 2 weeks away. But that's our winter garden. We've got these 2 little rows going, and hopefully springtime we have this whole bed going, or this whole garden bed going. We've only had about probably less than half that so far. Hey buddy. Hey moose. We actually have a lettuce growing right here that's outside of our garden. It's a volunteer lettuce. I'll keep showing y'all how this goes this winter, and I'll put a link in the description below of what these hoops are, the clips, and then the material. I found it all on Amazon, so I didn't really know what I was buying. I just kind of went on there and tried to find what looked good. I wish I would have got bigger ones. But that's our winter garden. Thanks for watching, and check back next time, see what we're doing on our homestead. Bye.